My people, my people, my people, my people. I call on her 2 times. My people, now how on a day? This one na Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendu Mazenam Kanu, and may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the one and only ESN, Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the great job you're doing, my brother. We thank you. We appreciate you. We want to pray for you at a time like this because we know these are the trying days. These are the trying days, Simon. But the God of Biafra will see you through and will see the 70 million people living in Biafra through. The 70 million Biafrans must get justice. Victory is ours. Simon, kudos to the job you're doing. I thank you. Today, I want to say to my people, my Biafrans, we are at war. My people, we are at war. That war that some people are running away from. Those who thought when they join one Nigeria, there will be peace. Those Biafrans who think doing politics will make them to be at peace with the Fulani cabal and with the Yoruba politicians. Today, I want to announce to you all that we are at war. You've seen all the bombing, all the aircraft flying across the land of Biafra and dropping bombs. You've seen the media, the Zoom media. They are congratulating them. They are saying kudos to the Zoom military for dropping bomb on the land of their fellow so-called citizens. If we are one people, if we are one nation, how will they be thanking the Lord? How will they be glorifying Allah in the north that the Nigerian zoo, they are dropping bombs in the land of Biafra? If you go to Britain, if you are living in London, if they drop a bomb in Liverpool, the whole of the Britain, they will go to war with the government for killing their people. If you are in America, if you are living in Washington, D.C., if the zoo government of America or whichever government drops a bomb in New York, all the people in America will go agog. They will ask a question. Why are you killing us? Why are you destroying our land? But in the case of that zoo called Nigeria, you see what the military they are doing. They are dropping bombs everywhere in the land of Biafra. And people, they are clapping their hands for the military. They are saying kudos. Kill them and destroy them. Let the saints be upon us, our children, and our children's children. This is the statement coming from the whole of Nigeria. That tells you, my people, that we are not one people. We are not one nation. We are not bound under one accord. They know this, that they are after the oil that we have. The only thing keeping us is that oil, which is why they are happy whenever the zoo government, they throw the bomb in the land of Biafra. Last night, I was watching the news in that zoo. And I saw on the different stations, Arise News, channels, AIT, you name it, they were reporting the bombing of Biafra land. And the narrative, the way they were saying it, you can see the excitement in their tongue. You can see their body language looks like they are rejoicing that innocent people are being bombarded by the zoo military. Oh my God, have mercy. When I tell you that we are not one people, you all think we are just here joking. You think when you go into politics and support Peter Obi, suddenly, somehow, some way, the zoo, they will not love you. Just yesterday, you saw them pricing 12 more Coyote aircraft that they want to bring from Tunisia. to bomb the Biafrans, not the killer headsmen, not their so-called bandits. The terrorists they call bandits, the terrorists that they sit down with, they eat their suya with. They don't have no problem with those ones. Their problem is to come to the land of Biafra and drop the bombs on us. My people, we are at war. For those that have ears, let them hear. Now they are killing us. You are all glorifying your military. Undo Nigerian media, the Zoo media. Now that your people are killing us, your Fulani killer headsmen, your Fulani military, they are dropping bombs in Allah Biafra, and you are all thanking God. You are rejoicing. You are saying kudos to the military. You praise the Lord for the military. You thank them. You glorify them for killing your so-called brothers and sisters. That tells me we are not one people. I've been saying it from day one. We are not one people. The only thing keeping us as one, that only thing that is binding us as one, is the Biafran oil. Which is now, no wonder the so-called NMPC, when they go to take loan now, they are taking loan with the crude oil. They are doing trade by barter with crude oil. They give the Western world your crude oil to take loan, to take hard currency, to take the dollars, the greenback, as they call it in USA. My people, we are at war. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have ears, let them hear. So tonight, my people, this morning, this afternoon, tonight, it depends for where you listen to my voice. I want to speak from the perspective of what this man said, Rufai Oseni'S, because he's somebody that I do take serious. I respect the way he breaks his analysis down. I give him kudos because you all said he's the best. You say he's the best in that zoo called Nigeria. I don't care about the rest of the journalists. They are just useless and worthless. But this man they call Dr. Rufai Oseni'S, I heard he has gotten his honorary doctorate degree. So I'm going to call him Dr. Rufai Oseni'S. This morning I went to his platform, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. And I heard, because I wanted to hear from his own narrative. When Arise News, they broadcasted or they spoke about the bombing in Biafra land with the aircraft, I wanted to hear from Rufai Oseni'S, to know his own perspective, to see how this guy will say, what he would say in regards to the killing of the Biafrans. You claim you love Nigeria. I want to hear from you the way your people, your government, your military are bombing my people. Because when we retaliate, when the Biafrans retaliate, I don't want him to come out and say, please protect the military. Because now they are doing their own now. They are killing us now. Everybody in that zoo, they are rejoicing. They are thanking the Lord that the zoo government, they are dropping bombs in the land of Biafra. So let us listen to this man called Rufai Oseni'S and see how he broke it down. Listen to his analysis and I will interject throughout the whole process. Let's go. Listen.
In other news, we see here that airstrikes destroys IPOB Oseni'S hideout in Anambra, Imo. He says that as a police raid pro-Biafran office arrested 87-year-old member, 2 others in Anambra, cut away Ojukwu and large photograph 16 plastic chairs from...
Stop this, my sister, please, just hold on there. First of all, can you hear what they are saying there? An 86-year-old man was arrested. They took away a big size placard or a poster of Ojukwu with 16 chairs. What has the picture of Ojukwu has to do with what we are doing, with what our men are doing, with the Biafra Republic government in exile? What they did was they just went somewhere. They went to somebody's house, somebody who is in love with Ojukwu. They broke into the house and did what they did. But let us continue. I want to caution this, my sister, a little bit. Because they say, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Listen to what this girl say next. I will shut it down and I will break it down for you. Listen. Just listen.
The office. That's the rider to the story. Now, an aircraft on that the air component of the operation Uduka Tuesday carried out several strikes on IPOB and Oseni'S location at the Mother Villa in Newi South local government area of Anambra State. This is a good development, or what do you think?
Pam! This is a good development, or what do you think? This is a good development, or what do you think? It's coming out from our sister. This is a good development, or what do you think? Let's take it back a little bit.
Shows the level of insecurity in the country.
Listen. On IPOB and Oseni'S location at the Mother Villa in Newi South local government area of Anambra State.
Listen.
This is a good development, or what do you think?
Bam! This is a good development, or what do you think? Now, I am able, or I am ready to give my girl or my sister the benefit of doubt. I want to give her the benefit of doubt that she probably did not say her whole sentence. But she said here, this is a good development. Or what do you think? So the bombing down of the land of Biafra, several airstrikes into the land of Biafra is a good development. Or what does Rufai Oseni thinks? Hey, God have mercy. I want to believe she made a mistake. Probably it's a slip of tongue because I know my sister Mary, she's someone who, she's of a high repute. So I want to believe it was a slip of tongue. She probably wanted to say, this is not a good development. Probably she wanted to put not there. This is not a good development. But in this case, she said, this is a good development. Or what do you think? Siam. For the fact she said, or what do you think? I want to give her the slack. I want to believe she made a mistake. It was a slip of tongue because I've never known her to be that crude in the way she used her words. She's very, very careful the way she used her words. But for one more time, I want to play that line first. One more time before we continue with the analysis of Rufai Oseni, which is why we are all here. Listen again.
This is a good development, or what do you think?
Shows the level of insecurity in the country, which is quite very sad, It shows that we're practically at a state of war. A country that you're constantly seeing the military carry out airstrikes within its borders every time.
God bless you. Now, Rufai is speaking from his heart. He said, saying all this shows that we are at the time of war because we are seeing the military dropping down so many airstrikes within its own entity. My people, this is the problem I have because for those who still want to behave or pretend like they cannot read the handwriting on the wall, that they cannot hear the drums of war. My people, we are at war now. The zoo government, they have openly declared war in the land of Biafra. We are at war. We are at war. We are at war. No more sitting on the fence. The days of saying you want to dilly-dally, you want to be neutral, you want to be non-alignment, You want to be non-aligned. You are not supporting ESN. You are not supporting Nigeria. You are in between. Those days are gone because now they are dropping bombs in our land. Most of us living in the diaspora, our parents are still in Biafra land. Our siblings, our brothers and sisters, our in-laws, nephews, cousins, family, they are still living in the land of Biafra. The zoo government, they are dropping bombs, killing our people in the land of Biafra. We are at war. So for those who are confused, thinking, oh, Simon Ekpa, can you just stop this and that? Can you see why Simon is doing what he's doing? Why he has vowed to protect the land of Biafra? That's the only way. That's the only solution, because these people, their plan, the plan of the zoo government is to make the Biafra people to turn to Almajiri. I've been saying that. But now, if you look across Nigeria, the Almajiri culture is now waxing stronger. I told you all about 3 months ago that the only way the zoo government, the Fulani cabal, can control the whole Nigeria is to introduce the Almajiri culture, the Rankadede culture, where they will make you, they will turn you to beggars. The middle class will be wiped off. It is either you are rich or you are poor. No more middle class. No more in the middle. As you can see now, $1 is equals to, is it 1,000 or what? 1,000 plus naira. Those that use the naira, you know what I'm talking about. $1 is equals to 1 point something thousand naira. The Almajiri has come. They call it palliative. If you see those videos, you saw the way people were rushing like animals, like slaves. They have lost their pride. A young man who is working hard to feed his family. A young woman going to the market, selling puff-puff, selling crayfish, selling onions to feed his family. They have lost all that possibilities. They are now beggars. You see the way they were sharing the so-called palliatives. They've turned our people to Almajiri. And those in Lagos, this is a warning to you, because if you keep on dilly-dallying and dancing around saying Tinubu is your man, Tinubu is just a henchman for the cabal. Tinubu is just their boy. He is the one carrying out the affairs of the Fulani cabal. So for those that have ears, let them hear. Almajiri culture is the only way they can use to control and take over that zoo called Nigeria. And that culture now is waxing stronger. From the day they said fuel subsidy is gone, that was the beginning of the Almajiri culture. You can see all across you. People have turned to beggars. They have lost their pride. Their sense of humanity is gone. When they see a truck loaded with bread and paper and onions, they rush like animals. Like monkeys in the zoo, they rush to grab things for themselves. Survival of the fittest. Almajiri culture. They are hungry, but they respect their political fathers. They are hungry, but they respect their governor. They are hungry, but they adore their president. They are hungry, but they love their senators, their House of Reps, and so on and so forth. The Almajiri culture has come in. It has come in. This is the only way, the final game plan of the Fulani cabal to take over that zoo called Nigeria. They will keep you hungry. When you are hungry, you will lose your sense of pride. And when they tell you to dance, you will dance for them. When they tell you to run, you will ask them how far. When they say jump, you will say how high. That's the stage you are in now. When they say, oh yeah, leave your land, go to the IDP camp because people are killing you, you will be glad to leave your fatherland and move to IDP camp. That is the stage they are entering. Nigeria is in the gutters. They palliate, because you all know that Biafran oil has been taking care of that country for too long. For far too long, the oil has been taking care of that zoo for far too long. And due to their greed, they were now stealing oil, crude oil, and selling. A few of them in the zoo government, they were stealing those oil and they were selling due to greed. Bring goat leg, bring goat breast, bring goat tail, now from the same goats. Bring the suya, now from the same goats. Bring the ishewu, now from the same goats. They have been siphoning from the crude oil, the Biafran oil, for far too long. And now, the whole world now know who they are. And that zoo called Nigeria is going down. Nigeria, the smell is in the gutters. Nigeria don't they stink. Nobody is coming to that zoo to invest. But the only thing they all agree on is to drop bombs in the land of Biafra. Let's continue. Listen.
It's an indication of the rampant breakdown of law and order.
Okay.
And it's not only in Enugu, it's in every part, most parts of the north too. So, and all of these problems are based on agitations. The thing is, can we sit down and settle those problems?
Rufai, you're saying it, you see? You just said here now that all the problems is based on agitation. Can we sit down and solve the problems? My brother Rufai Oseni, with all due respect, the days of sitting down is gone. Because we have given them the grace. We, the Biafrans, the 70 million Biafrans, we have given that zoo the grace. And now the kind of came out with the action plan, said, you do this, you do that. You do all this in this list and we are fine. But instead, they chose to kill him. They chose to go to his house in 2017 to kill him. All the items he laid out, the blueprint, you deal with those itineraries and there will be peace, but they refused. Instead, they chose to go to his house to kill him. Your Supreme Court said that man is free. Set that man free. Nnamdi Kanu is a free man, but your government, they refuse to free him. He's still languishing in the DSS dungeon or custody. So with all due respect, the days of dialoguing is gone. The days of dialoguing is gone. I have no business with that entity called Nigeria. My relationship with Nigeria is gone. We, the Biafrans, the 70 million Biafrans, we are saying enough is enough. Because Nigeria was made by a white man, by a caveman, a cave dweller, somebody that doesn't understand our culture, our way of life. He came to Nigeria, the man they call Lord Lugard. He came to Nigeria. And his girlfriend, his concubine, somebody he sleeps with, to entice her, he told her, I am trying to name this land. I want to name this land. I want to make it a country. I want to make all these people one. The Northern and Southern Protectorate, I want to make it one. What name should I give it? Can you tell me, love, what name can I call this place? He was showing off. He was playing a god on earth. A white man, a slave master, came and named you. And you are happy to keep that name. Hi, God. Even in America, they are changing their slave names for African names. But you, a white man, named you Nigeria. His girlfriend named you Nigeria. Hey, God have mercy. And you are happy to retain that name. You are happy. Because when they made you one country, by proxy, there was a landmass, a people in an area that God has blessed, a people that has all the resources, a people ordained by God to rule Africa. We the Biafrans. And in a way to tame us down, Britain now forced us into one country named Nigeria and told the Fulani cabal that they were born to rule. Now, because the resource is in the land of Biafra, the oil, the gold, the silver, the coal, the diamond, you name it, the uranium, we have everything in abundance in the land of Biafra. Which is why our Yoruba brothers, till this day, they are happy to be part of Nigeria, because by proxy, they are enjoying the dividends coming from the land of Biafra. The Fulani, they already know it's war. They want to take our resources by force. But my anger, my worry, my pain, my disdain is that our Yoruba brothers, you claim you all go to school, you claim you are the best in education. What are you still doing in this one Nigeria? Why do you still love this thing called one Nigeria? You have been around the whole world. You have seen that in every country, they name themselves. They said, we the people. We the people. Even in Ghana, where they call them Gold Coast, when they gained their independence, they said, no, we are now Ghana. No more Gold Coast. Ivory Coast, you know, back in the days, how they changed their name to Côte d'Ivoire. Oh my God, have mercy. But because the only people that are blessed with the resource are being marginalized, so you are happy to stick with one Nigeria, because by proxy, you being part of the country, it means you are enjoying the benefits, the oil, the revenues from the oil coming from the land of Biafra. God blessed us. In your Bible, it said there is a land running with milk and honey. You look everywhere. Only the land of Biafra can pass that test. A land running with milk and honey. If now palm wine you want from the trees, there is palm wine. The first day I gave my white friends palm wine and I showed them a video how to tap palm wine. They said, oh my God, your land is the land of Eden. Your land is the Garden of Eden. God made Adam and Eve in your land. That's what they told me. They were baffled how a wine can come from the top of a tree, a palm wine. How is it done? How is that possible? And the level of the alcohol, when you leave the wine for a few more days, the alcohol content goes up. It means those who are hardcore drinkers, they can drink their wine 3 or 4 days old. The alcohol level will be up. Those who have light brain, they drink their wine straight from the palm wine, from the palm tree, and the alcohol level is down. It's low. How wonderful is that? A land blessed, filling with running with milk and honey. That's the land of Biafra. You all will not say it because you hate us. The Fulani, they hate us. They will not say it. But foreigners, when they taste from the benefits of Biafra, they bless the God and they bless us. Look at the oil we have there. Look at the coal. Everything you need is in Biafra land. In my last video, I said the oil was a gift and a curse. A gift in the sense God blessed us with it. With it, we can change Biafra to the Saudi Arabia of the world. We can change Biafra to the Dubai of the world. Because we have what they have. What is making Saudi Arabia great is the oil. We have that oil in Biafra land. But unfortunately, we don't control that oil. That resource is given to us by God. We don't control it. We don't. We don't. We are at war, my people. That oil is a gift and a curse. It is a curse because if there was no oil in the land of Biafra, we would have been freed since yesterday. If there was no oil running through the land of Biafra, we would have been freed yesterday. There will be no need to fight for your freedom. My people, lend me your ears. We are at war. We are at war. We are at war. Listen to what this man said. Let's continue. Just listen.
Can we settle all the problems as regards agitation? Can we have a definitive solution to the Nnamdi Kanu debacle?
Okay.
Can we start by having that? Can we also, have conversations as regards Sunday Igboho and all of that?
There you go. Thank God this guy is now taking my advice. This is why I respect this guy. Even though sometimes, he says some few things that pisses me off. But when I speak, he's someone who listens. I told him to mind the affairs of his people. Speak more on Chief Sunday Igboho. And you can see now from his argument, he's balancing things up. He's balancing things up. Can we discuss about Nnamdi Kanu? Can we discuss about the freedom of Chief Sunday Igboho? This is how I expect him to speak. And he's doing a good job in that. But unfortunately, my brother, if your country was a nation, if Nigeria was a nation, by now, Chief Sunday Igboho will be back in his house. You saw how they bullied him. His own case is even different because he is on exile as we speak. In Benin Republic, they have placed him on exile. His own people. Very, very sad. A man they tried to kill, they chase him on exile. He is in Benin Republic as we speak. He's in Benin, and he's not free. I'm not sure he's freed. Because what the hell will he be doing in a foreign land? They chased that man to the great beyond. But we thank God he's still alive. And I believe that the Yoruba nation, you have to do the needful. Do the needful. Support your brother, Chief Sunday Igboho. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, we cannot discuss it further than this. We know the outcome. We shall make holding Nnamdi Kanu more expensive than releasing him. Our Prime Minister said it. Mazi Samanepa said, we shall make holding Nnamdi Kanu more expensive than releasing him. We shall make holding Nnamdi Kanu in your DSS dungeon more expensive than releasing him. That's the only way he will gain his freedom. Because even the legal team, they all told you, say, hey, okay, by September, there will be a court date. They told you all by September, Supreme Court will fix a court date. I told you guys that was a lie because in the Supreme Court, maximum time is 2 weeks to have a court date. Then when something is exceptional, it can now last within 2 to 9 weeks. Just like in their zoo tribunal court for their presidential whatever, within 60 days, they are going to Supreme Court. They will have a date. But Nnamdi Kanu has been languishing for how many months now to get a date in the Supreme Court. So we shall make holding Nnamdi Kanu more expensive than releasing him. My people, let us wrap up. Listen.
We need to unite this country. And that's why I keep calling on politicians. When they are dividing this country because they want to win elections, they should remember that there are consequences.
Okay.
We're talking about the fragile unity of the country prior to the elections. Election period now destroy that any level of fragile unity even further.
Okay.
So please, we don't want a return to all of this where almost every region, this is not the time for us to be expending bulbs on every region of the country. This is the time we should be building factories, be building industries, be having productive output.
My brother,
because till date,
my brother, I know what you're saying. You're saying this is not a time to be dropping bombs in all the regions. It's a time to be building factories across the whole religion and the regions. I get what you're saying. But also, you did mention the so-called election. Remember that a certain people in Lagos State were told not to vote. That should tell you that your country already know we are not one people. Anybody who says we are one is a pretender. So your zoo government is doing exactly what they should be doing by dropping bombs in Biafra land. Because they know that's the only way to scare us. But we are not scared because we have crossed the Rubicon. They know we are not one people. They know we are not one nation. And they know their game is up. So let them keep on dropping those bombs. But when the 70 million people retaliate, Rufai Oseni, don't come on TV and be crying for your military. Oh, our military, we love them. Why are you killing them? Because now they are killing us. Nobody is fighting for us. So what they are doing is, because I told you we are at war now. No, they don't want to build. They don't want to build anything around the whole regions. No factories, no nothing. A country that is only driven by oil has nothing to prove to the whole world. Poverty is in fact, poverty will be the next best thing in that country. It's already there. Poverty is already waxing stronger in that zoo. Because you based your economy on the oil coming from the land of the people you hate. You know that what is running that country is the oil from Biafra. That is why every president from that zoo is always the prime minister of petroleum. Only in Nigeria, where a president will also be the prime minister or the minister of petroleum. Hey, my God, have mercy. Because their eye is in that oil. So keep on throwing your bombs, but warn them. Rufai, take account. Take notes, because now they are dropping bombs. I need you to keep notes so that you will tell them, I told you so. Keep those notes now. Keep those notes now. They are dropping bombs in Biafra land. Several airstrikes. Keep those notes now. Write your notes down. You are a journalist. Write your notes down, because when we start to retaliate, don't pretend like we are the first people doing it. Because you cannot push us to the wall and expect us not to fight back. Let's continue.
Bombs were expended in the Niger Delta region before the amnesty kicked in. Till today, we've not been able to recover and start producing effectively.
Okay.
Because we have now opened up a new vista of crude oil theft.
Uh-huh.
That have equally destroyed our prospects in the economy. So there's so much problems. And there's also a need for critical thinking and solution provision to be able to solve these needling problems we face as a country.
Okay, in another news here, it says that... Yeah, let's move to INEC news here. It says that INEC expresses concern over insecurity in Imo and Kogi. INEC has raised alarm that the growing level of violence and insecurity in Imo and Kogi state is not acceptable. It's unnecessary and is worrisome and is capable of scaring potential voters if something is not done about it.
We are waiting for you to come and do your election now. Come to Imo State and do your election. You have dropped bombs on people of Imo and you want to come and do election in Imo State. We are waiting now. Come. Let the INEC of that zoo come now. We are waiting. No be election. We are waiting now. Come and do your election. It's okay for you to drop bombs, aircraft carrying bombs. You are dropping bombs on the people. And now you are worried. Oh, the election. Oh. Hi, God. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Can you see the games they are playing? Can you see the games they are playing? Imo State, last time I checked, was one of the most peaceful states in the southeast, in the land of Biafra. When Imo State and Abia State, they were one. Way back. The days of Sam Mbakwe and the rest of them. Those great men, during those days, Imo State was one. Abia and Imo, they were one. Oh my God. But look at what's happening now in Imo State. All because of one man. Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma has, in fact, like they said, during the Biafran War, the military, the Zoo military, they slept with some of our women. So the DNA don't tell lies, my people. Your DNA is like magnets. In fact, I was speaking to somebody and I said to him, when we tell the Biafrans in the north to come back home, come back, every time we are begging them, even Nnamdi Kanu was begging them, come back, they refuse to come back. Why? The question is why? Could it be it's the DNA of the Fulani cabal in them during the Biafran war? Could it be that DNA is what is attracting them to the north? Because I've never seen where there will be a problem in the north. They are killing your people. And if your real home is in the east, that same night, before the war gets to your doorstep, you will drive down to the east to save your life your children's life, and your property. But those, the Biafrans in the north, they refuse to come back. All the time. So could it be that the blood of the Fulani is in them? When they came to, during the Biafran war, when they were killing us, they raped our women. Unfortunately, some of our women, they were raped. The only way to escape them is to put a plate, a calabash in your stomach. My mother told me that story. How all the young girls in her area, they will put a calabash in their stomach to pretend as if they were pregnant. That was the only way they could escape the military. The Fulani military. But even when they put those plates in their belly to act like they are pregnant, the military will still touch them in their bosom, in their breast, and fondle them their breast. But they were spared rape because they thought they were already pregnant. But they would play with their breast and touch them in the bush. Well, in all those things, the military were doing this to women during the war. So those that don't have plates, those without a calabash in their stomach, your guess is as good as mine. When they catch you and there is no calabash in your stomach, it doesn't look like you are pregnant. Your guess is as good as mine. So I believe that those that they raped during those days, their children, they have grown up and they've gone back to the north because the DNA don't tell lies. DNA is like magnets. DNA will attract you to your roots. Be it for 2 million years. When they test your DNA, it will show your roots. It will tell your traits, your behavior. Why do you behave in a certain way? It will be traced to your DNA. So those who chose to remain in the north, the Biafrans who choose to remain in the north, I am now thinking there must be something wrong. There must be a reason why they choose to stay there. There must be something. Because I see no reason why they are still remaining there. When they know that if this war starts, they will be the first to be touched. They will be the collateral damage because the cabal, they will go house to house, room to room, door to door and kill them off. We all know this game. But they still choose to remain in the north. Okay, let's continue. Very, very strange.
You see, that's why we say leadership is everything.
Okay.
You can't just fathom how Imo used to be one of the most peaceful states in the southeast.
Yes, I said it.
All of a sudden, a court judgment happened. Since then, Imo has not looked back in terms of violence.
You see, I'm saying this man, sometimes this man they talk through. He just said now, in fact, he confirmed me. He said Imo used to be the most peaceful. And then all of a sudden, a court judgment took place. And since then, Imo has been a bloodbath. Can you see the game of the Fulani cabal? When they tell you, come and kiss my ring, come and bow down, come and strip naked and vow to the emir, vow to Allah, vow to the cabal that you will uphold their rule and justice and judgment in Biafra land. When you do that, they have a plan behind that you don't know. Oh my God, have mercy. Somebody listen to me. Please, somebody listen to me. When the cabal call you, come to me, come and bow down. Hope Uzodinma, come and bow down. Peter Mba, come and bow down. Your WAEC is not, your NYSC will make it go away. Come and bow down. The moment you go and bow down, they have a plan B. There is a plan B you have not seen. Yes, they will make you governor, but they will create a chaos because their plan, their eyes is on the prize. The prize is the land of Biafra. And since that Supreme Court made Hope Uzodinma the governor of Imo State, a man who came number 4 became number 1. Since then, there has been no peace in Imo State. I am glad that this man is saying it here. At least, Rufai Oseni'S is speaking through the power. This is how I expect him to speak. Do not dilly-dally when it comes to the affairs of Biafrans. Stay upright and speak the way you should speak. Imo State was peaceful until the coming of Hope Uzodinma. Hi, God have mercy, Lord. And watch out for Enugu State. Because Enugu has remained a peaceful city, a peaceful state until the coming of this man, Ekpa Tamba. You saw what he did. People were sitting at home. He went to close their shops. When they came out to protest for closing their shops, he killed them. Pitamba is Hope Uzodinma 2.0. He is a part 2 of Hope Uzodinma. He was made governor by the North, the Fulani Cabal. A man who does not have an NYSC still won his case in court just this week. Let's continue. Hi, God.
So, I mean, I don't know where we miss it. I don't know where our leadership misses it. Most of what has been in Imo has been linked to politics big time. Because, see, Imo was one of the most peaceful states in the southeast. All of a sudden, look at Imo today.
Okay.
But is this how we're going to be looking at Nigeria?
Okay.
Is this how we're going to be looking at our country? And that's why we keep calling on our leaders to do something. And since then, we've not been able to stop this slide of misfortune in Imo.
Uh-huh.
So if INEC is raising concerns, INEC concerns is valid. Also,
God bless you, my brother. God bless you. You can chill now. Is this the way we'll be looking at their country, that zoo? My brother, this is the way. Jungle don't mature.